Hi, good evening, folks. It's actually quite tragic that I must make this video because, you just get to a point where you realize that you don't want to explain yourself, but you want people to know certain things so they don't continue harass you and compare you to other people, which is quite sad. I'm going to tell you a couple of facts about me, and then if you want to know more about me, you can watch a bit more TV. You can read more newspapers, and you can Google my name. And I apologize if I sound arrogant. I really do apologize. My dad died of Alzheimer's, and I looked after my dad for years. He then went to an old age home. I presently look after my mother with Alzheimer's. And the only two nappies I've changed in my life is the nappies of my mother and my father. And I do have two daughters. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've been 15 years sober. I have carried the message right across this country. I've been invited to various countries overseas to give my testimony. I have led marches against drug dealers, killing our youth right around this country. I've appeared on various TV shows about addiction. I've sponsored more addicts, and I've speak to a lot of people who've been to other rehabs than any other rehab in this country, and I'm telling you that straight, out of my own pocket. I'm unfunded. I'm the founder of World Addiction Day. I'm the founder of RAEL Orange Friday, where I could have sold the merchandise. I could have made T-shirts, but what I decided to do was make the T-shirts, make the tracksuit tops, make the coasters, make everything, all the paraphernalia that goes with it, and give it away to people. If you see this young man in this photograph here, that's my nephew David, the first grandchild of my parents. He was a drug addict. He had a couple of businesses, took drugs, went to a rehab for a couple of weeks, came out, and he hung himself. I sobered up 2 months after he hung himself. I did not intend to become a rehab owner. I believe God called me, and 15 years later, we are still doing what we are doing, and we are not fly-by-nights. Not in this for the publicity, but unfortunately with doing this job and going around talking around the country and many parts of the world, it's very difficult to go out and not be recognized. I don't have much of a private life. I keep my private life private, and I don't even go out much to places where I am going to be recognized, because I just everyone needs privacy in their lives. There comes a time in life when people meet each other, and we mustn't judge people on the chapter that we come into their lives. This is a new Facebook I've got because of the disabling of the old Facebook, and we are challenging it, and hopefully that we can get it back, the old Facebook. So a lot of you people on here are new friends, and there's obviously been some controversy, etc. I am not jealous of any man that's walking on this earth. I drank myself to the streets. I've been a security director of a top retail company and a member of the murder and robbery unit. I'm not jealous of any man walking on the street. I'm not a fly-by-night. I'm unfunded. All the funds come from my pocket. My books are audited. I pay my tax. And I try to be a better citizen than I was when I was drunk. What I do notice, though, if you take in cocaine, don't go on social media or on TV, because I'll pick it up in 1 second, like I have. But that's your issue. Don't go brag to people how much money you made during lockdown, and don't think videos were made. And that's why I said this afternoon, the truth shall set you free. In my books, there's only one man to follow. And he was born a couple of years ago, and his name is Jesus Christ. I will let you down, and every other man or woman in this world will one day let you down. somewhere along the line. So please, don't compare me to anyone unless you know my whole story. And especially don't compare me to fly-by-nights. In closing, I'd like to tell you at the Rail Rehabilitation Center, we don't even call ourselves a rehab. We're just a bunch of people. There's more people that have left my rehab that I've organized jobs for them, me and my CEO, Kurt Schuller, that leave the rehab after 6 months and walk straight into jobs. I can give you a list of names. I probably supply more jobs, myself and Kurt, for people than the Department of Labor. We fix up old age homes. We work at old age homes. We work with the animal welfare. We worked when they had the charity drive for COVID-19, where people were given food parcels. I believe some people gave money for food parcels in other parts of the country, and the food parcels never got to the people. But that's not my issue. That's for your issue to take up. We sponsor soup kitchens. We sponsor clubs for children. And whenever there's a need, we help. We are givers at Rail. We don't self-enrich ourselves. Obviously, there is a fee to come to Rail, and the others are sponsored. So let's get this straight now. If you want to know anything about me, I'm going to tell you again. Instead of sitting in front and arrogantly, I'm not saying this, I'm saying this humbly. Sit in front of your TV, Google, or read more newspapers. And catch up on the documentary that was made on my life. I started this farm in memory of my nephew's death for no other reason. And I was helped by 2 people, and they know who they are. I've never, ever, ever, in my talks, corporates have paid me, some haven't. I've never charged the school, I've never charged the church, I've never charged an organization, a women's organization, and I've never charged the police when I go talk there, or the Air Force. And that is right around this country. So if I wanted to make money, I would have charged them. I would have charged them when I went overseas. But I was saved 15 years ago, over 15 years ago, from the pit of hell. Get to know me before you talk shit. And I'll answer any questions that you got. But if you haven't got a story, go get one. And then you can get behind your keyboard and make yourself a part of the public persona. I'm very serious when I'm saying this now, and when I'm making this video. Don't play with people's lives. Don't play with people's lives. And stop putting people on pedestals. I don't care who they are. Go read a bit of Winston Churchill, and maybe read a bit of history. This video is directed for everyone, because I'll not be answering crap anymore. I've got work to do. Our children are dying. And my mother's ill. So I haven't got time for nonsense. I've been long in this game. Very long. And it's all due to the grace of God, nothing else. Maybe we should start an organization or a page to say, let's take this country with God's help. Who's going to beat us? If He's for us, who can be against us? Or have we forgotten God because we've become politically correct? God bless you on this wintry evening. Bye-bye.